So we're only a few days away from Labor Day weekend, and honestly, it's one of my favorite weekends of the whole year. It's not just because we have a 3-day weekend, but because every single year on Labor Day weekend, I get together with 11 of my friends as we participate in our annual fantasy football draft. This year will be our 30th year in a row participating in fantasy football, and draft day has become a huge event. We begin with a golf outing. Then we gather around for some prime rib. Then it's time to draft some players. See, the key about fantasy football is to draft players that you believe is going to help you score points based on how they perform during the NFL's regular season. Then during the draft, we go in order as we each choose one player per round to be on our team for the rest of the season. The hard part about this is that there are so many options of who to draft, but you only get one choice per round. As I think about the choices that I'll be making this weekend, I can't help but think about the decision that God made when He chose me. 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9 says, "But you are God's chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of Him who called you out of darkness into His wonderful light." This verse reminds me that I have been chosen by God for His very own team. And as a member of God's team, I have been called to represent Him to others. The other great thing about being on God's team is that our value isn't determined by how many touchdowns we can score. Thank goodness for that. But rather that our value is measured by who He is. So, the next time you find yourself questioning your abilities or feeling down, just remind yourself that God chose you to be on His team and that He believes in you.